Good morning, Glossier. Let's get ready for the day.
Not hot. Maybe you have a hotel.
What hotel are we staying at?
Airplane you want to take?
Emirates. Let's go downstairs to get coffee. I feel very spoiled because my husband makes the best lattes. Okay, now we can really start the day. Okay, skin prep, body prep, the most important part of any morning routine. That's what makes me feel alive and like a person. This is the Sable Labs Qasil mask. Qasil is native to East Africa and Somalia. It's so good for hyperpigmentation, uneven skin texture, and I always struggled with where to fit in a face mask into my routine. Like I felt like I just never had time to do a mask, but now I put my face mask on before I get into the shower. I want to show you all these mitts. My husband's Turkish. We go to Turkey every year for the past 10 years. And that is where I learned about these mitts. This is called a kese mitt. Oops. These crocheted ones that I really love, and they create like a beautiful foam. If you go to Turkey, definitely invest in one of these. The other thing that I just got back from Zambia, Mungongo scrub, and it's actually from a nut that grows on a tree all over Zambia. Rather than just expel the oil, they get some of the actual nuts in there, so it creates this like amazing paste. This is so exfoliating and delicious. So I'm gonna use this, my soap, my kese mitt. Okay, now we're gonna go in with our body products. This is my fragrance that I just launched, Naked Beauty. It smells gorgeous. Neroli, orange blossom, green tea, sandalwood. Also, the Glossier You. This new body butter is my obsession. If we're applying any type of body cream, body butter, you wanna do it while your skin is damp so your body can actually absorb all of the moisturizer. This smells so good. Can't forget the bump. It is so important to moisturize the skin on your belly while pregnant. I feel like it just helps, like, forget stretch marks. I don't know. I think stretch marks, either you have them or you don't. If there was like some magical cure for stretch marks, I don't think anyone would have stretch marks if there was like something that actually prevented them. But what I do know is when your skin is not moisturized, it can lead to that tight, itchy feeling, which we hate. Has anyone done one of these Glossier Get Ready With Me's pregnant? I'm gonna rehydrate my skin with the Boum-Boum milk from Violette FR. I love this product. You want your skin, again, to be dewy to receive all of the good moisturizer. We're gonna go in with the Futuredew. I love this under makeup because it makes everything look luminescent. I also use this as highlighter sometimes. I think this is one of Glossier's best products. You're gonna see how it just makes my skin shine. So a little bit about me. I was a lifelong New Yorker, grew up in New York City, worked in New York City. I was working in tech. 2 years ago, I moved to Los Angeles with my family, my husband, my toddler, and I literally started a whole new life. I now work for myself. I'm a full-time podcaster, entrepreneur, creator, but the pace of my life has changed so much. I love New York, and New York will always be the best city in the world, but the pace of life in LA, it's perfect for me. I love going outside. We're gonna do my makeup routine outside. That's where I do my makeup. I noticed a lot of people don't do eye cream. This is the Shiseido Benefiance eye cream. It reduces dark circles. And one of the things I learned about this eye cream, I went to Japan. I spent a lot of time in Tokyo. One of the things that I learned is that women in Japan really spend time massaging products into their skin. So you don't even have to necessarily use a gua sha. You can use your hands. It's almost like mini lymphatic drainage all around the eye area. It helps so much to reduce eye bags, fine lines. One part about living in LA, the sun is no joke, so I am super diligent about my sunscreen. This is 111 Skin. This is an SPF 50, and because I'm gonna be working outside today a bit, it's essential. Most people are not using enough sunscreen. You need a lot of sunscreen to cover your face, your neck. It's important that I have a sunscreen that looks great under my makeup, that I don't have to worry about if it has a white cast, and that keeps my skin protected. Sunscreen is on. Now I'm gonna grab my makeup bag and get dressed quickly. So I've gotten into the habit of doing my makeup outside, which I actually much prefer. If you have an outdoor area and you can do this, try it. It's just much more relaxing and I feel like you get true natural light. So let's get into my makeup. Okay, watch these two products completely transform my skin. This is the Stretch Concealer in Medium Deep 1. It is the perfect match for my skin. I like using a little concealer brush. And I just go where any area of darkness is under my eyes. Even just that, I can't handle it. It's so good. I also just love a skin-like finish. I think that's what makes makeup look really natural and pretty. And again, when you do this in natural light, you can really get a good sense for how your makeup's going to turn out. I do conceal a little bit around the mouth. For day-to-day, I'm not hugely into a lot of like contour and heavy powder. I try to keep it very light. Now this Stretch Fluid Foundation, I like a lot because it's like 88% skincare ingredients. I'm just gonna show you all how perfect the match is. And this is Medium Deep 1. I don't use a lot. I had an opportunity. Glossier came to me and they said, we're working with the women of the WNBA, and we want you to interview them about their approach to beauty and skincare as professional athletes because they are the stars of our new campaign. I hadn't heard of beauty brands really working with athletes before, so that was already really admirable to me. But two, who better to tell us like what's the best waterproof mascara, what's the best foundation than these girls on the court sweating and like performing at the highest level of athleticism. That was one of my favorite episodes that I got to do. This is also from Glossier. It just kind of helps to blend in the foundation. But do you see how it doesn't really look like there's anything on my skin. Everything looks very skin-like and fresh. We're going to do a light brow moment. I just do very small hair-like strokes. To use the Saie Medium Translucent Setting Powder and a little triangle puff. I didn't have one of these and I did not realize what a game changer they were. I also, through the podcast, get to interview a lot of makeup artists, and every single makeup artist will tell you that the #1 mistake people make when they're doing their makeup at home and they don't know why their makeup doesn't last is because they're not setting with powder. I have learned that even though I like to look very dewy, I do want my makeup to last, and setting with powder is a part of that. This was one of the very first Glossier makeup products that I fell in love with, and I just feel like it's like an OG. We're just gonna put it directly on the cheek. I love the pick. Look at how orange that is. Just this very simple routine of just like adding a little bit of life and color to my face really makes a huge difference. Like, it just makes me feel so much better. Look how pretty that is when it blends out. I also kind of like going up by my temples. This is also my thing about doing my makeup outside. You can really see, you see the glow. The last step, always the lip. And I don't know if this product is new to me or new to Glossier, but these lip pencils, these lip crayons, the way they glide on, I'm using the color Flush. I've been trying the other colors, but I'm really excited about this one. Glides on effortlessly. I like this shade a lot. I have to stop here. There's no more to do. This is just my simple, everyday go-to makeup glam, but you see the way that like my skin looks skin-like, but it's still even and glowy. And we've just brought a little bit of color and fun to the face. Makeup done. Now comes the hard work of the day. Okay, so now we're going down to the orchard where I'm gonna work for the day. I still work just as hard, if not harder, but the way that I work is different. I've shifted my mindset in terms of working in a way that's more mindful. I'm still doing emails, but I'm doing my emails sitting outside. I give myself scheduled breaks to go take a walk. This is something we can all do no matter where you live, just working more mindfully. It was so much fun getting ready with you all. I hope you picked up some great tips along the way. All right. Bye, Glossier.